Hello everyone, nubkeks here. Welcome back to Nub Raids. I am on the Raid Shadow Legends test server, but I'm not alone. I'm joined today by YST. How are you, man?
How's it going, Mr. Nub Raids? The Hydra class. Look, I got the Hydra t-shirt on for you today.
Amazing.
Just for you. I'm your fanboy.
do you want to tell the viewers the story of how you got that t-shirt? In case anyone didn't know.
Yeah, so basically, like, when was it? I think basically when the Hydra boss came out, it was funny because I actually recorded Raidzilla. I'm not sure if you've heard that song before.
I have. It's quite something.
Yeah, in that video, I actually said, Pelarium's taking so long. Where the heck is the Hydra boss or something? And then literally a few days later, someone knocked on my door, DPD. I was like, well, who the heck is that? Look at the door, and it was a Hydra boss t-shirt. I was like, for God's sake, I've literally just taken the mic. Yeah, it was basically from the promo code to kind of tease the Hydra boss into the community. Yeah,
that's
pretty cool.
Yeah, very cool. Well, speaking of Hydra, Nekmo Thaar, we're going to be talking about him today, and he's looking to be an insane Hydra champion. We decided it would be kind of a fun thing to do would be to collaborate together on a couple of these champions on the test server, because there's 8 of them. That's a heck of a lot of champions to get through for videos. So if you want to jump over to YST's channel as well, I know people on my stream yesterday were really excited to see this champion, Kira the Watcher. She has a lot of fans in my stream. Go over to YST's channel because we did a collaboration over there. YST built a really cool clan boss team using her to protect the team. It's pretty awesome. So you can actually see her in action, get a feel for how you should build her and all the rest and our impressions of her. So yeah, that's going to be linked in the description and all the rest. And I'll remind you at the end of the video as well. But yes, let's dive in. Let's take a look at Nekmo Thaar then here today. A champion I'm really excited about, and I've got a Hydra run to show you as well. YST, do you want to break down his first couple of abilities and then I'll cover the passive and the A3?
Yeah, first and foremost though, this guy looks like if Vergamcar and Roxham had a baby and grew up 40 years later, that's what this dude is. This Nekmo Thaar.
Oh my god. That might be what actually happens. That's the lore. Tell Layla Fox, do a video.
The next thumbnail on Layla Fox would just be Vergamcar doing something naughty with Roxham. I don't even want to get those images in my head.
Yeah, I've had that. It's like, wouldn't that be like a great idea? That's a terrible idea. You know, in Pokemon games, you can breed Pokemon. Imagine you can breed champions in Raid. That's when you know the game's going downhill. They're like, right, champion breeding, it's here, guys. Go wild.
Empowerment. Breeding.
Oh man.
All right, guys. So with the A1, with Steel Malt Acid, can attack all enemies and has a 40% chance. You can book it up to a no extra chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. But this chance does increase to 75% against targets under debuffs. Now, I'm not sure what you think about this, but for me, we're always going to have debuffs on the Hydra boss, right?
Yep.
So that's pretty much always going to be that 75% chance to always place that decreased attack on the A1. And I think that's pretty remarkable, right?
It's extremely good. Yeah, it's super good. War Master procs as well in Hydra, AoE. Yeah, it's solid. All right.
Imagine him with like an Inquisitor Shemale just teeing up with his decreased attacks.
So I didn't put Inquisitor Shemale in the run we're going to see today, but yes, they would be very good together. Yeah.
So on the planet chains, can attack all enemies and has a 100% chance once booked of placing the big version of the decreased speed and a leech debuff for 2 turns. Now, this is pretty substantial, right? Being able to slow down those Hydra heads, place the leech debuff, which I believe you can heal 18% of the damage inflicted, which can scale off War Master and Giant Slayer masteries. So I think this is a really nice skill on a 3-turn cooldown.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, no, it's great, and in conjunction with his A3 is where it gets really good. But yeah, it's an amazing skill, you know. Decreased speed is one of the most important debuffs for the Hydra. Just slow down that turn counter on the Devour, all the rest. It's just one of the best debuffs in general, even for wave content in Doom Tower. And the Leech is kind of like that Brucey bonus. It's kind of a pity. Well, look, let me just jump straight to his passive. We'll come back to his A3, because in terms of clan boss, Rune of Haste, right, fills this champion's turn meter by 5% each time a debuff on an enemy is removed, transferred, or expires. So he actually gets a ton of turn meter from this. Now for the Demon Lord, decreased attack, he's got, spoiler here, increased speed on his A3. He's got the Leech. Now decreased speed doesn't work against Demon Lord, but Do you know, is it even possible to tune this guy in a composition because of this passive, like for Demon Lord, or is he just gonna go wild?
Don't, unless you can actually like, hypothetically, if you can control how much debuffs that's on the thing
Yeah.
at all times, then yes. But I think the only time where I would use a Nekmo Thaar against the Demon Lord is
Yeah.
in mid-game clan boss. I wouldn't
Yeah.
even bother, because if you guys imagine you get a 3% resisted or something, and now he has like 8%, 8 debuffs instead of 10 debuffs, just say,
Yeah.
you're losing like 10% turn meter. It'll throw your speed tune off. It's gonna be a headache, in my opinion.
I wonder if like maybe with Vizier, like specifically and only with Vizier, where you can just have nothing ever expire. Maybe.
Oh, yeah, that's a good take on it, to be honest.
I don't even know if it's worth it though. You know, you might be better off with other, because you're losing a slot for Nekmo Thaar.
Yeah.
So I don't know, but anyway, it's a thought, but difficult to tune. Yeah. So is A3 though speed weirding? This books to a 4-turn cooldown, 30% increased speed on all allies for 2 turns, 30% turn meter fill for all allies, and gives this champion an extra turn. Now, this for me is what makes him like completely insane. I've got really high hopes for this guy. I think for Hydra, he might even be better than like Lady Kimmy, you know?
Ooh, okay.
So I've heard people say he's better than Krisk. I don't think that's true.
I wouldn't go that far.
No, but comparing him to like Kimmy and to Shamrock as well, I say Kimmy first because Kimmy looks cool and Shamrock is like a big ogre leprechaun. People don't like Shamrock that much, but they're both absolutely top tier for Hydra because they bring you those 2 key things. They bring you increased speed and decreased speed. Funny enough, with Shamrock, increased speed, 3-turn cooldown, decreased speed is a 4-turn. And then those 2 things then clash pretty badly, right? If you do his 4-turn cooldown first, it basically turns his 3-turn cooldown into a 4-turn because you can't get back to it on time. They basically cool down at the same time and he prioritizes the 4-turn instead. And Kimmy has the opposite thing, which I think is maybe slightly worse actually in a weird way. She has the increased speed on 4-turn and the decreased speed on a 3-turn. So it's either they both run at 4-turn or you've got the 3-turn decreased speed and then the 4-turn is like 4 turns, sometimes 5-turn. It gets a bit weird. Now this guy, because he gives himself an extra turn, basically what he does is he will come in and on turn 1 he'll do increased speed turn meter boost, get an extra turn, then he'll do decreased speed leech as well. He'll do 2 A1s and then he's right back. He'll come in and he'll do his A2, A3 in the same turn. So he basically has 3-turn cooldown on increased speed and decreased speed together with the leech. And then he's pumping out AoE attacks, by the way, every single turn then, because the extra turn mechanic, every time he gets to go, it's a full AoE attack, which is spicy. It's spicy. So yeah.
This guy is actually bust. I think
Yeah.
I know why. I kind of see. I was upset to see a 4-turn cooldown, but I also understand why it is, because if you think about the amount of turn meter manipulation from that passive,
Yeah.
you're also placing that decreased speed to allow you to get to your turns more quickly.
Yep.
I can see where the balance is, because if you put down a 3-turn, it'll just be way too often. I think it'll just
Yeah.
So I think I'm pretty okay with the 4-turn now, to be honest.
All right, let me show you how I built him out. So I popped up by accident on the screen. I showed a little preview of the Hydra comp, but that's okay. I'm gonna move YST's webcam slightly so we can see all the stats right here. But yeah, so what I've done with him, I actually built him up in a Guardian set. I don't think this is essential, but I think it's probably overall the best thing. He's got really good base HP. Even though he attacks every single turn, I don't think he hits hard enough to make it super worthwhile building for damage. I just want him to have enough accuracy. If I bring up the total stats here, want him to have enough accuracy. This is almost enough for Nightmare Hydra. In fact, when we include his masteries, it really is enough for Nightmare Hydra. Want him to have high speed and then just be tanky. If he's not in a Guardian set, he's not redirecting that damage, he can be less tanky. And you could up his crit rate or something like that to get a bit of extra juice out of him. But yeah, so this is what I've done. 250 speed, I've tried to get him nice and quick. Like you said, because he's getting a ton of turn meter from his passive, he can actually afford to be a little bit slower. However, if you want to use him in arena, we might actually test him out in some arena matches as well. I think he will want him to be quick for arena, so you could speed tune him in with an arbiter or something like that and have him be a speed manipulator. I think that could be pretty cool as a speed booster for arena as well. And he's going to want to be quick for that. But yeah, that's basically what I've done. And for his masteries, fairly straightforward. He's down into War Master. Obviously, every attack is AoE. Hydra War Master. It's kind of a no-brainer. And then I have him going down the whole the right-hand side of the support tree, getting more accuracy stuff. Even more turn meter when debuffs expire. Why not? Lore of Steel for a bit more base stats. Evil Eye does nothing for Hydra, but I think it's useful elsewhere in the game. It's an AoE bit of turn meter deplete. Then Sniper and Master Hexer, just to make it more likely that he lands a decrease attack, although it's up nearly all the time, and just extending the decrease attack, extending decrease speed and leech. He should keep them up all the time, but in case he doesn't, that's the theory there.
Yeah, I think that's if you was to change this build in any way, shape, or form, do you think a Relentless build would be insane on him?
Ooh, interesting question. Yeah, you probably could. You probably could run Relentless on him.
I think a Relentless on him would be busted. Can you imagine? Like, just teeing off every single turn.
Yeah.
That's
true. You'd get back to his speed boost. I guess that's the thing. You get back to his speed boost so often then. Yeah, that'd actually be really good. That's a good call. I didn't actually think of that, to be honest. I've got very little Relentless gear, but
I think it's pretty cool. The Guardian set is really nice for keeping your team alive, right, against the Hydra boss and stuff. So I think it's a really nice build there.
Yeah, and like you could run him in triple speed, you could run him in perception, accuracy set, whatever you need. Like if you're going to run him in multiple places, I thought this is going to be a good all-round sort of thing for Hydra. Right, let me share my screen to you for the run. And we can dive in. I think this is the one. Here we go. Go live. And if I open this up, can you see this?
Oh, yes, I can see it. And you got the new fusion. I was actually doing a video yesterday. I was like, Nub is going to be so proud of me because I actually enjoyed a Hydra boss run for like my first ever time.
Nice.
I was loving it. The new fusion's insane, man.
Yeah. So actually, I can... I'll jump back into the game just to show everyone the stats really fast because I've got really good stats on these champions. You won't be able to see it YST, but I'll tell you anything that's super important here. But basically, I tried to get in Deliana, who's the login reward at the moment. I've got her in good stats overall, so decent speed. And she's coming in to give us that AoE block buffs and just AoE damage in general. I've got Sissia. This is the one that she was a guaranteed legendary, but you kind of have to pull her. She is in here for two things, really just decreased defense and weaken champion. We don't need Lydia or anything like that. You could also bring in, let's say, Venus instead, or even just a decreased defense champion, just an epic like Duck the Pierced or Stag Knight, Ugo, any of those would work as well. And she also does some AoE HP burns. You can see her stats. Walking Tomb Drang here, our current upcoming Fragment legendary. He's in for those AoE burns. I thought he's a nice combo with Sissia, right? Because they both put out burns and they both activate burns. So why not put the two together, see how it works? We got Nekmo doing his thing. And you guys can also see here the priority for skills. We got Mithrala, so we can see that new Hex rework in action. And then Bivald, he's coming in to just throw out a bunch of provokes and stuff to hopefully lock down Head of Decay. But yeah, let's go. You can see my the video again, YST. Yeah, it's working.
Yeah, I can see the Hydra run. Yeah.
Perfect. All right, let me increase the speed right here. Look at this production value on the video. Insane. And we dive into it. It's double speed, so we get through it fairly quickly, but we can see we're going in. We don't have a Mischief tank, so Head of Mischief is going to be able to steal our stuff here, but you can see it working nonetheless. We'll see.
So is this full auto?
Yeah, so this is full auto. I did do one exception where I did click the heads that were devoured, but we can see as we're running through. Here you can see Nekmo Thaar. In fact, let me pause it. Let me slow it down when he comes back around to his next move so we can see this guy. It's probably going through it too quick here, huh? Oh yeah, we're actually going way too quick. I'd already sped it up. There we go. And now we're at 2 times speed. But we can see with Nekmo Thaar, here he comes. He's coming around to a turn in a second. I think he's going to do his A1. He got his stuff stolen. There he goes. His A1, you can see decreased attack is on everything. He's going to come back around now next turn. He's going to do increased speed. And then, boom, AoE decrease speed as well, and the leeches. We've got other sources of leech on this team, but it's just helping us stay alive. Like, we don't have any healer on this team at all. Well, we've got lots of healing. We've got no reviver at all, right? We've got healing, though. Deliana does some. We get some healing from Bivald, all the rest. So you can see I did click on the heads that devoured champions just to break him free. But yeah, here goes again. Nekmo Thaar again, just slamming in the AoE attack every single time he gets a turn. And whenever this head, we'll see when this head comes around to a cleanse, if he gets another one off, I think it basically just fills up his turn meter pretty much in one fell swoop. He's just going to start flying through these turns, turn. surprisingly fast. And he does get a bit beaten up with the ally protection from Guardian set, but I think it works kind of well. So I don't know.
This is an insane team, man. I think I'm actually really surprised with Bivold as well. I don't know why I didn't think to use him properly.
Bivold is great. He's really good.
Keeping that provoke on that head as well.
Yeah, like now he's way better when you play on manual, because right now you can see he's green affinity. And in this this is rotation like 5 or something. This is way down the line. It's a horrible rotation, by the way. But he's the wrong affinity for the Head of Decay. So he never targets it with his A1, which is a 50% chance to provoke. If you actually manual him, he locks it down nearly all the time. And if you run him with Inquisitor Shamail as well, Bivold actually does quite a bit of healing on his A3. So he can actually do a ton of work in the lead with an Inquisitor Shamail. I didn't run Shamail in this comp, though. I wanted to be a little bit different. But yeah, like the great thing is Nekmo Thaar, he brings you so many buffs. Like the decrease attack is helping us stay alive from these hits, which is important. He brings the increased speed, the decreased speed. Like it gives you so much control, and you can see how many debuffs we got up on these heads. Like we're able to just kind of keep ahead of them for the most part, and just really stack stuff up. It's only on hard Hydra now, but nonetheless, we're able to slam through.
That decreased attack is really nice as well, keeping that head of Wrath under control and stuff. It's really nice.
Yeah, it's really good. Did you see that? This was a weird thing. Look at this. Look at this head on the left. He died twice.
What?
Yeah, I gotta maybe send that to Plary and be like, I don't know what happened right there.
You'll see like a 7th Hydra head pop out. You'll be like, who the heck is that guy?
Yeah. But it's kind of a slick team, right? It's kind of a slick team. We got the combo between Walking Tomb Drang and Sisya. Tomb Drang's heal actually saves us a little bit in this run as well. Like that HP balance can save you. Like if we get heal reduction on someone, they can get kind of ripped apart. Like Sisya is built to be as tanky as I can possibly build her, but she's still a bit squishy. Or old Nekmo, if they start slamming us. Nekmo's, so this is where the run gets awkward, is because we get True Feared, and we've got no way to get rid of it. So Nekmo Thaar, he's really going to struggle there. That's the weakness of this guy. Like, every attack is AoE. That's awesome. But if you don't bring in an Inquisitor Shamail, not so awesome. You can end up in some trouble if that happens. So that's where
it's just like an RNG thing. Like you might get lucky and get no torment on hard and stuff. It just
exactly
depends, right?
Yeah. So you could totally switch out some of these other champions. One slight problem with this rotation, I was initially going to bring in Shamail instead of Bivold, and then I realized that usually for a lot of the decreased speed champs I'm using, like Mother Cybele or Krisk, they don't have 100% chance to land AoE decreased speed. So you can manipulate that at the start of the run to land decreased speed on Decay, but not on Blight, which means that Blight will go first, and you can use block buffs to stop his Poison Cloud, and then the cleanse comes out and you're good. Now that doesn't work with Nekmo Thaar because he lands decreased speed on everything. So that kind of messes you up a little bit, and we don't have any other decreased speed in the team. So I had to bring in a Provoke to stop Decay cleansing, because otherwise the Poison Cloud would go out and he would cleanse. So I needed the Provoke. So that was a little bit awkward. That's, again, one slight downside is that Nekmo Thaar's decreased speed is so good that, you just kind of have to work around that with a Provoke, which is fine.
Yeah,
but it meant
so with the I've been away for a few weeks, so I'm not really caught up on everything. So what's the big deal with the Hex now? Is it kind of dealing extra damage to everybody? I haven't really play tested it myself.
Yeah, so the way the Hex works, it's brand new in this patch that's on the test server now, and it's going to be on the live server tomorrow. Basically, you can see this is where we all die. Hex now will it'll basically duplicate damage. If I go back to the start of the I'll let you see the damage at the end, but single target attacks, let's say I smack Head of Suffering for 100,000, it's going to duplicate 10% of that damage to everyone with Hex on. So we did 29 million damage total. You guys can see the damage. We'll talk about Hex in a second. Nekmo Thaar, although he's got all those AoE attacks, like his damage wasn't that amazing really. Like it's fine, but it's nothing crazy.
I think for what he was doing for the team, being able to give everyone else that damage boost is kind of what made this work out. Because if we didn't have a Nekmo there, I think, maybe a 20 million run? I think if you had no increased speed, no decreased speed. Yeah,
it's hard to say. It'd be much worse. Yeah, the speed manipulation makes such a huge deal. I did the wrong thing. In fact, we can slow it down an extra bit. But yeah, the way Hex works is going to redistribute the damage, right? So Oh my god, here we go. I need to figure out the hotkeys for this, make it better. So when Hex is on, you'll see now we come in with a hit. So like, well, Nekmo, he's going to come in and bam. So he hits everything for the damage he hits them for. And then you can see all these little extra damage ticks as well, like these really small ones. So what's happening is with AoE, 2% of all the damage is going to be duplicated across. And it also would duplicate War Master damage as well. So it now adds up to a lot of damage. I think the War Master damage goes across just 10% because there's a single target hit on each individual head. But yeah, you can see again the AoE hit comes in. We have the big initial hit, and then we're going to get a whole bunch of small hits. We're going to get War Master hits as well, and small little duplications. So that's basically what's going on.
At least I didn't waste my books on Fear the Two Manger then, if Hex is getting a buff.
I'm going to be testing her out on the test server as well. Yeah, people really want to see that. They're excited to see what Thea can do. But it does make any of these champions that apply Hex much more valuable because it's going to just up the damage of your team overall. So yeah, you can see just all the little damage numbers like blue, blue, blue. It's just this barrage of damage numbers, which is kind of cool. See Nekmo doing his thing right there. Obviously, you got to deal with weak hits. You can weak hit, like he can miss easily on blue affinity, the decreased speed and stuff. But no, it's really good. So yeah, we go to the result at the end. I was impressed with him. Yeah, I think
I'm excited to pull him. I think he's an amazing champion. Like, even if you consider the Doom Tower waves, the anywhere, like you can pretty much bring him into any kind of PvE stuff, and he's gonna perform really well, right?
Yeah, we try him out. Let's try him out in an arena. Let's do an arena match or two.
Are we gonna fight myself? Are you gonna kill me again?
Yeah, we can fight you. We can do that.
It's funny because I just took my gear off my Genzin, so he's gonna be hit like a wet noodle.
Oh, nice, cool. So you're saying it's an easy win? I like it.
Wait. I'm gonna change the team.
Okay, you change the team and then I'll reset it. Yeah. So let me think. I might have to up Nekmo's speed a little bit. So let me re-gear him for arena. Let's get him out of Guardian. Let's make this dude fast AF. Let's do it.
I'm gonna give you the best team you've ever seen in your life.
I'm hyped, man. I'm ready.
Where's my boy Genzin, man?
Right, I'm gonna stick this dude in some speed boots.
In the comment section below, how many of you use your Genzins? I need to know. I need to see what Nub's viewers are, their thoughts on the boy.
I like Genzin a lot. I don't have him. I wish I did. The dude's he's badass. He's great, champ.
The best champion in the game. One day I'm going to take him into Hydra just for you.
Oh, I'll look forward to that. Right, come on, roll speed. Oh my god, crit damage. Get out of here. Somehow my speed gear is so bad. I'm not making him any faster. What is this? Here we go. That will work. He's 274 speed. Right, we're good to go. How fast is your Arbiter? I might get outsped here.
I've got no Arbiter. I made it easy for you, don't worry.
Oh, nice. Easy win. That's what I like to hear. All right, let's see. Let's try him out against someone else first. So speed boosty team. So we're going to be really bad against Torment. Definitely don't run him against a Torment. We could maybe make it work here against Farbstar.
I think Deadwood's got a nice team up to test champions on.
Yeah,
he really enjoying that.
Yeah. His team is reasonably squishy. I like it.
Yeah.
Let's go for it. So here we go. Put Nekmo Thaar in. You can see this. So we got Arbiter. She's going to speed boost us into Nekmo Thaar. Let's actually make sure he does his stuff right. So let's put him.
We got Shemnath in here. I'm interested to see this now.
Yeah. I was recording a video on Shemnath. So Shemnath might be too slow. Let me think. So in terms of speed tuning, he would be too slow, wouldn't he?
Does she smack? Because I was really intrigued. Well, I guess I'll find out now.
Yeah, well, I'm going to take him out. Saving that for another video. Right, let's give it a go. So we're not quite speed tuned. We might switch out Thea, but let's try it out. Let's see a bit of a Hex nuke here. So let's go in. Nekmo Thaar. Basically what he should do is he should be, again, just giving us that speed control to stay way ahead of what this enemy team is trying to do. So here we go. He's going to, boom, speed boost us. Arbiter's almost back to another turn. He's going to land that AoE decrease speed on some of the champions. Got reflected back by her. That's fine. Means we can now land a Hex on at least two of them. And let's see if Thea can do it. Not sure if she can. I'm kind of wondering if I should put her into Perfect Fail to keep her safe. Now let's just go for it. Bam. It was all right, damn it. Not great, to be honest. Not great. Thea, what are you like? She doesn't have Savage gear on, which is definitely hurting. And obviously this guy's proccing a whole bunch of protection. But here we go. We're going to get protected.
I can imagine, though, in the perfect scenario against the average Gold 5 team, I think it would really smack, though, right?
Maybe. Ooh. We got, yeah, obviously, yeah. This team, like, we're going up against Stone Skin and Reaction and stuff like that, so that's making stuff a lot tankier. Poor old Thea, she's getting beat up. We definitely want to target. What we'd like to target, we don't have any buff strip on this team. This might be a really bad showcase, actually. Pretty much just give up on this one.
Go fight my team. I made it easy for you.
Yeah, this is the thing. The problem with double speed boosters is that it's not so good when you get a bit later on. Here we go. YSC. Oh, we got Jingwan in here.
He does have his own speed aura. So I'm just thinking, if we really need the Arbiter.
We do need the increase. Oh, that's right. We don't need the increase attack. Yeah, you could use them as the lead potentially.
Yeah.
Let me see. So let me put together a team that's actually going to work. Yeah, I'll put in Shemnath. Why not? Let's put in Shemnath. And let's put in... how fast is Mr. Shemnath? Really slow. Okay. Oh, I just took gear off of him to put onto Thea. Of course I did. Let's put in Gaius. How about that? And let's switch switch the thing back onto Shemnath. Gaius gonna do work, hopefully. So Shemnath.
Gaius is a brilliant champion, man. I think he's so good.
He's extremely good. He's one of my favorites. Where is Shemnath? There's Shemnath.
He's kind of just like a soul drinker on steroids.
Yeah, no, he's insane. I use him all the time in arena now. He's like my favorite arena champ.
I can tell when I just look at my defense lobby, all I see is nub raids. all of Gaius.
Yeah, here we go. All right, Gaius is up. Nekmo Thaar. So
you got Jingwan and Genzin to fight.
This is going to be a tough fight. But basically, we get the speed boost, we get the turn meter fill. I think for this purpose, he's not as good. Bonk bonk. As I don't think he's as good as like Lissandra. Probably not quite as good, and he's not as good as Kimmy in the arena either, because like that leech in arena doesn't do much for you. I don't think it's super useful. Oh, Gensen's gonna smack us.
No, look at he's like, yo, there's no way I'm not getting no airtime on Nub's channel.
Decrease attack's gonna be quite useful here. Actually, none of these champions remaining use decrease attack. Jingwan post buff. Come
on, Jingwan, do something. No.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But there you go. Nekmo Thaar. I mean, look, what he does in arena is pretty straightforward. He's another turn meter booster. The decreased speed and stuff I don't think is as useful. So I think he's good in. I think early game in arena he's going to be really good, right? Because it's a 30% speed turn meter boost with increased speed. I think that's solid. But I mean, pretty much all those champions like Lissandra using Seeker for a speed boost. Like when you get later in the game, like those really fall off quite hard. Tyraka you could use it in this spot as well. That would also work, like with the Lydia and a nuker. That would be okay. Yeah. But it's going to be weaker, and you have to be very careful of Torment and stuff. And I tend to prefer buff strippers. I find that those are better and less easily exploited. But yeah, quick look at him in arena. But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think overall? I think
Nekmo. He is a really strong Hydra champion from what I've seen. I think for anybody that's trying to progress in this game, in the Doom Tower, in the arena, I don't even like mid-game clan boss. I just really think that he's got a good versatility for one champion, right?
Yeah.
He's got everything that you want. You've got increased turn meter, increased speed, we've got leeches, decreased attack. You name it, this dude has it. So yes. Yeah, I'm a big fan of him. I wouldn't be disappointed if I pulled him.
Exactly. It's actually a great point you brought up. I forgot to mention, but for Doom Tower, because he does an AoE attack every time he takes a turn, he's going to be a monster and stun set or provoke set as well. And the provoke set would also be good for Hydra. He could lock down Decay potentially. So that's actually a really good point. Get him in a high speed stun set. Doom Tower hard. Yeah, he's going to start locking stuff down like crazy. Cool.
Do you think Pelerian will ever bring out a burn set?
I think they might. Yeah, maybe. I hope they bring out more sets. Like, it's one of the coolest things about the game.
Would be, even if they made it like a 15% chance or something.
Yeah,
that'd be pretty cool. Yeah.
That would be cool. Yeah, that would be very cool. It could even be like a Frost style set where it's like, you know, kind of a mini Drexstar passive. You get hit and it has a chance to burn. That could be nice. Like 20% chance one hit to burn the attacker.
Yeah, that'd be really cool. I'd like to see that come into the game. So Pelerian, please sort out.
Well, there we go, guys. YSC, thank you so much for joining me here on today's video.
I appreciate it, man. You've been doing some great content recently. I don't know, like the last time we did a collab, you was on like, what was it, 4,000 subscribers? I fell asleep and you was on like 12,000. I was like, where the hell did the time go?
Oh man.
Yeah, man. Great job, man. And thanks for having me on the channel as well.
It's been great. Just keeping on that grind. Guys, make sure jump over, check out YST's channel as well. We're talking about apparently your favorite champion that you all wanted to see, Kira the Watcher. We check out her over on YST's channel. So yes, see that in action. He built a really cool clan boss team using her. But yeah, thank you so much, dude. We must collab again soon in the future.
100%.
All right. Well, there you go, guys. See you all next time. Bye-bye.